it's Nisha here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all 5 tips for low porosity hair. I'm giving y'all 5 tips on low porosity hair because I am a low porosity girl. Low porosity hair is what I have experience with. That is what I know the best. So these are tips for you all. Some of these actually aren't necessarily low porosity specific. So if you are high porosity and you just happen to click on this video, some of these tips will work well for you. I'll note those, but majority of these tips are low porosity specific. But before we get into those tips, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell. I post new videos usually twice a week. So if you're subscribed, you don't hit that notification bell, then you won't miss another upload from me. So let's just go ahead and get into these 5 tips. So tip number 1 is use protein. Use protein. I will put out a disclaimer though. For those of you who are low porosity and protein sensitive, this tip isn't necessarily for you, but those of you who haven't really noticed that your hair is protein sensitive, use protein. For some reason, there is this saying or this myth or this rule out that if you're low porosity, you don't need protein in your hair. And that is a lie. That is an absolute lie, and I am a testament to that because I use protein in my hair. Now, do I use it often? Do I use it every wash day? No, but I do use it, I guess, kind of frequently. So use protein, whether that be in strong protein treatments like the Affinity 2-step treatment or the Botanica treatment, which I recently tried, which I absolutely love. It is Black owned, Afro Latino owned. So I will link that video for you if you're interested in checking that out. Or whether it be lighter protein. So for example, Strengthen from Niche Beauty is a light protein treatment or protein conditioner. I don't want to mention it because I don't really rock with this brand, but if you do, Mael Organics has a deep conditioner, is the Bobsu Mint. It is a moisture protein balance protein treatment. TGIN has a protein treatment. To me, that's more on the medium side. I actually have a video on all these protein treatments that I'm speaking on, so I'll go ahead and link that above in the cards as well for you. But like I said, our hair is made of a protein, and from styling, heat styling, if your hair is chemically treated, manipulation of your hair sometimes causes you to lose protein or reduces the protein in your hair, so you need to replenish it. I'm just putting that out there. Like I said, if you are protein sensitive, then definitely don't use a lot of protein or even use protein as often as I use it because your hair is sensitive to protein. But I've found that a lot of low porosity girls aren't necessarily protein sensitive and your hair can handle protein. Just find that protein moisture balance that works for you, but don't completely disregard protein. Protein is important. It is what your hair is made up of, so it's important. The second tip that I have that is specific to low porosity girls is to rinse your hair with warm water. I don't care what the instructions say. I don't care if it tells you to rinse out that deep conditioner, rinse out that treatment with cool water. Don't listen to it. Rinse your hair out with warm water. The thing is that with low porosity hair, it's hard for moisture and nutrients to get into your hair because of our cuticle, which is the most outer layer of our hair. Our cuticle is closed. And so it's hard for moisture to get into your hair. Now, a good way to open up that cuticle is to use heat. Heat is a great way to open up your cuticle. So if you're deep conditioning with heat and your cuticle is open, it's letting all of that goodness from the deep conditioner get in, and then you rinse your hair with cool water, you close your cuticle up, and so now your leave-in, your moisturizer, your styler, none of the moisture from those products can get in because you done closed your cuticle up. The reason why you want to rinse with warm water is to go ahead and keep your cuticle open. That way moisture from the leave-in, moisture from butters, moisture from creams, moisturizers can get into your hair. Like, to be honest, I never use cool water. I used to do it just because that was kind of like drained in my brain. Even with relaxed hairs, oh, make sure you rinse with cool water, rinse the deep conditioner out with cool water. And now that I have strictly been just using warm water to wash my hair, to rinse out any conditioners or shampoos or anything that's in my hair, like, I've definitely noticed that my hair has retained more moisture because of that. So the third tip that I have is warming up products before you apply them. And I'm not saying go and pop them in the microwave. I'm not saying put them in the oven or put them in hot water. I'm saying to take your products, warm them up in your hands by rubbing your hands together before you apply, and then apply the product to your hair. Warming it up again helps to keep your cuticle open and helps the moisture and all the nutrients and goodness of the product to get into your hair. So I do this for deep conditioners. I will take the deep conditioner, rub it in my hands really quickly, warm it up, and then I'll apply it to my hair. I do this for my leave-ins and for my stylers, especially for those, because when you do deep condition, most of us do use heat. So even if you don't warm up the deep conditioner with your hands, you are opening up your cuticle when you are applying heat with the deep conditioner. But you don't really apply heat when you're putting in your leave-in or your creams or your moisturizers and things like that. So warming it up and just adding the warmed up product to your hair and then really working it into your hair, it definitely helps products penetrate your hair follicle a lot easier. The fourth tip that I have is specific to your leave-in. Now, for me, and I did not come up with this on my own, this is actually something that I learned from Kimberly Sherrill on YouTube, but just in case you haven't heard her mention it or you're wondering if this works for others, I'm a testament to that, and that is applying your leave-in in the shower. Apply your leave-in in the shower, regardless of whether you're doing a wash and go, a twist out, a braid out, protective style, whatever. Applying the leave-in in the shower with the steam, especially if you were using warm water and you're not using cool water, the steam will help to, again, keep your cuticle open so that way the leave-in can penetrate your hair better. If you don't like applying your leave-in in the shower because you don't like styling on soaking wet hair, what you also can do is once you rub the leave-in in your hands and warm it up and apply it to your hair, you can actually take a plastic cap, the same plastic cap that you may have used for your deep conditioning, and put on your hair. Let the whole greenhouse effect take place on your hair and really allow the heat from your head to help the leave-in penetrate your hair. So either apply your leave-in in the shower or apply it and then put a plastic cap on and let it marinate for a little bit, and you will definitely see a difference in the moisturization of your hair, as long as you're using a good leave-in. If you're using a crappy leave-in, that trick won't really help. But if you're using products that your hair loves and that is actually moisturizing, then that trick will definitely help. So my fifth and final tip is actually not low porosity specific. Anyone can do this, and that is to pre-poo. Pre-pooing is amazing. Is it an extra step? Absolutely. But the benefits are amazing. I actually have a video specifically on pre-pooing and the benefits of pre-pooing, and I go into detail in that, so I'll link that up here. But just really quickly, it can definitely help with dry hair. It can help with detangling. It can help with moisturizing your hair. It can help with breakage. It has so many benefits. So if you aren't too happy with your hair and you're not pre-pooing, then you might want to pre-poo. It's a game changer. I did it for a long time, loved it, got lazy, stopped doing it. Noticed my hair wasn't thriving as much as it used to, went back to it, and I I haven't looked back ever since. Like, I will continue to pre-poo forever and ever and ever. Okay, y'all, so those were my 5 tips for low porosity hair. I hope y'all enjoyed those tips. I hope you found them helpful. Definitely try implementing those tips into your hair care regimen and see if you notice a difference. Let me know down below if those are some of the tips or some of the things that you're already doing in your hair care regimen. Let me know if you have any other tips for low porosity hair. There may be something that y'all are doing that I'm not doing that I need to be doing, but I just don't know. So just let me know down below in the comment section. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave those down below as well. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And as always, I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of y'all watching. And until next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.